Hello, hello, hello. My name is Lisa. I am the Self Mastery Princess, and on this channel, we discuss the art of self mastery because when you master yourself, you master the world. Let's jump right on into it. Today, we're going to be talking about attitude. The quote goes, your attitude towards life determines life attitudes towards you. So, today, I'm going to be talking about typical attitudes that we have that can really affect our life, both positively and negatively, how to recognize them, and what to do about those if you have those kind of attitudes. So, the first attitude is the hostile attitude. This type of attitude is the world is against you, you are very cold towards people. You tend to kind of have a pessimistic view when you go into new situations. The kids say the ops. So that kind of attitude. And one way you can combat that is by anytime you go into a new situation, just tell yourself, I really like this person and this person is super intelligent. If you're speaking to a complete stranger, just say, I really like this person and this person is super intelligent. That's going to help you combat having a hostile type of attitude. The second common attitude is an anxious attitude. This attitude is fear of losing control, micromanaging. You need to know everything, where you're going, what time it is. Like nobody can be 1 minute late and you start freaking out. And I really resonate with this attitude because that's something that I struggle with and I really had to work through. Just always wanted to know what's going on, and it's an everyday thing. So if you have an anxious attitude, how do you handle that, or how do you change that? Well, you channel your anxious energy into your work. Like you channel it, like for me, this YouTube channel or other things that I do, like it helps me to stay calm, and then also release this perfectionism. It has to be done perfectly right, because that's just not realistic. And if you can do those two things and also just try to breathe and stay calm, it will really help you if you have this type of anxious attitude. The next type of attitude that is very common that you may or may not have dealt with is an avoidant attitude. What is an avoidant attitude? Well, an avoidant attitude is you tend to have this attitude when you doubt your intelligence and you doubt your competence. So it's basically when you're feeling insecure, you don't want to get too close to people because you feel like they're going to see through you. They're going to see through those insecurities. And this is something that I feel like is very good to know, because if it comes up, you can have a way to know how to combat this. Because let's just be honest. I mean, we've all been in places where we felt like we weren't the best or we weren't qualified. I mean, this may come up in like relationships, big job, interviews, and it's kind of getting closer down, to it. And you kind of start to be very avoidant because you don't want them to see through that. Well, this is how you handle an avoidant type of attitude. Motivate yourself, take on small projects, and finish them to completion. And this is how you build confidence within yourself, by you continuously doing things and finishing things. Is going to show you your own worth and show you that you don't have to be insecure and that you are competent and you're delivering. So make sure that you're taking those projects all the way to completion, because that's going to really help you combat that avoidant attitude. The next type of attitude that's common is a depressive attitude. People with a depressive attitude, they tend to feel unworthy, unloved. They criticize others and they attack people. So most people with a depressive attitude, these are going to be your people who kind of just sneak this, making fun of people, gossiping. Typically, they have that kind of depressive type of attitude. And it's good to know this so that if you do experience this from other people, you can have compassion and you can know how to handle it, because half the battle is knowing the how. So how do you handle people that are, have a depressive attitude towards you? Well, what you don't do is try to overwhelm them with positivity and change their mind about you. That's not what you do. What you do is you show them small exciting moments, like small good things at a time. So like, let's say for example, one of my friends are like, oh, you're really dressed up today, like we're not even going anywhere. I might say something like, life is my fashion show, and like smile and say, girl, let's go shopping together and let's get you something nice. That's like a little quick way you can handle, a person that has a depressive type of attitude towards you. Also, if you are experiencing this yourself, towards yourself, what you can do is channel the arts, music, dance, art. This is going to be really good to get you out of that depressive attitude state. The next common attitude is a resentful attitude. Typically, a resentful attitude is, the mindset is, the world is against me, rich people are bad. They don't really have a bad anger, but they just have all these like conspiracy theories, hold on to grudges. If they're given any kind of like opportunity or power, they abuse it. These are like your managers on a job who, they get promoted and now they're just making everybody's job super hard, or people who are like, oh, having money is evil, is bad. Like this kind of resentful attitude showing up. And how do you combat a resentful attitude? Learn how to let go. Be angry in the moment. Like a lot of people think that being a positive person or a self-aware person means you don't get upset, you don't get sad, and that's quite the contrary. In fact, I'm very emotionally open. So like if I'm upset or I'm sad, I will cry, I'll say how I feel, whatever, and I just get it out in the moment and then I'm done with it. So if you are experiencing that resentment, learn how to just let it go in the moment, and forgive people easily. We all make mistakes. Like just really practice that. That's a secret to really a lot of things. Is just learn how to forgive, learn how to, keep an open heart and let things go. Lastly, of course, I wasn't going to just tell y'all about, the bad attitudes. I was going to end it off on a good note. So the next and the last attitude is the expansive, positive attitude. What is that? When you have this kind of attitude, you leave certainty behind you. You embrace the unknown. That is your new normal. Your new normal is not knowing. You are okay with that. You are okay with going on the adventure of life. That is how you see the world. Secondly, you learn how to control your response. And this is a building thing, but you learn how to take a breather and you see things happening and you learn how to just respond to it and not react to it. And if you don't know about that, go check out my video on 6 easy ways to respond, not react. And then you also play with new ideas. You're open-minded. You're okay with changing the narrative. You're fluid and you learn new concepts. You might pick up a new language, a new way of being, a new type of book. Like you're open-minded to new, constant growing ideas, right? And also, this is a key in keep maintaining this expansive, positive attitude. You don't take anything personal. Understand that when negative things happen, it's just people projecting their own negative feelings onto you. We all are guilty of that. So you stop taking things personal. And you're not going to get perfect at this, but it'll get better as you do it more, like anything else. As you practice more and more and more, it'll get better. But you just stop taking things personal. Then something doesn't work out, you don't let it penetrate through you. You don't, it's okay, it wasn't meant to be. That's like when you have the expansive, positive attitude. You're changing your way of thinking. Oh, that just wasn't for me, right? And also, this attitude is so good because it plays a huge part on your health. So when you have an expansive, positive attitude, you tend to have more purpose, which means you're not handling depression, and you tend to just really live an exuberant life. So this is the goal, that expansive, positive attitude. But it's okay if you experience the other attitudes that I was talking about, the hostile attitude, anxious attitude, avoidant attitude, depressive attitude, the resentful attitude. Like again, self-mastery is about knowing all these parts of yourself and being able to have practical solutions so that when these things, if they come up, you watch this video and you know how to handle it within yourself, or if other people are displaying those attitudes towards you. That's all I have for today. Let me know in the comments, what type of attitude do you need to work on? Or if you have any other attitudes you think I should do a video on, let me know. I'll see you guys in the next one. Oh, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. Bye. See you.